everyone and welcome back to All Things Female. Today we're going to be shooting my everyday makeup tutorial. I love you. Okay, cool. So, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel already, click the subscribe button down below to see new videos every single Thursday. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, so today's video is highly requested. It's my everyday makeup tutorial, the products that I use, and some little extra tips that I have for you guys when I do my own makeup. So, to start off and to jump right into everything, I have cleansed my face and it is clean and washed and squeaky clean. And then I have just some Vaseline on my lips. I just want to let you guys know before I carry on, if you guys hear some noises in the background, the family's home. So I first start off my video with some primer. I am using the Face Studio primer from hydrating primer from Maybelline with hyaluronic acid. I love the moisturizing effect on it, so I just put some primer on and I put it all over my face. Yay. I like this primer because it is very soft on your skin, and then just spread it all the way to your neck because you're not going to blend your foundation, only to your jawline. Okay, cool.
Also, had little pimples, so we're going to cover those up.
Okay, then next, because I like a dewy finish on my foundation, if you don't like this, just use a matte foundation, but because I like a dewy finish, I use this facial oil from African Extract, and I just put it on my. Make sure you don't use too much because you don't want a really oily effect happening on your face. Oh no, it looks like a tear. Okay, let's just rub this in. Okay, now you guys can see I'm shining from here to the North Pole. Okay, so this is the finished product of me prepping my skin before I do anything to it. I start off with my eyebrows. So I use this little eyebrow pot from Eylure. It's the brown pomade and it is in number 20 mid brown. Then I just have this little brush from Cala Cosmetics that's sort of like angled. And then we're gonna just dip it in to my pomade and then you just go fill in your eyebrows. So you start with lining at the bottom like this. So you make like a straight line, and if you guys can see, and you take a bit more and then you make a line at the top. I don't like to go all the way there, so I just go just after that and I fill in my eyebrow. Sorry, I am using a little mirror. Okay, and then you just go all the way through, darken the end of your eyebrow because then you want more of a natural look. I'm a natural type of person, so I really do like a natural look when I do my eyebrows. So that we're gonna leave that right now. You guys can see it's not blended in. We've got two lines at the top and at the bottom, and then it's more dark towards the end of the eyebrow. Then we're gonna go in to the other side. Do the same thing the other side. Okay, cool. We have eyebrows. Sort of eyebrows, half eyebrows. Okay, now that I'm done sort of coloring in. Coloring in, it sounds like a coloring book. Then I take my spoolie, which is these little brushy things, and I just brush up the color that I've used at the bottom. So I do this. And there you can see it gives you this really natural, and then you're going to clean it up now. It gives you this really natural sort of blend. Now time to clean them up. So then I go in with my concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 5. And my little concealing brush. What I like to do is put concealer on the back of my hand, and then we clean this up. So you take some and you go at the bottom of your brow and you clean it up. Wow, this is gonna look interesting. Then you do the same on the top, but with not as much concealer, so I like to just dab the brush out a bit more and do that. Now we have a nice eyebrow, and then your eyebrows should always like end where they should normally end, if that makes sense. If you do this and make that angle, they should end there. You shouldn't be making really long eyelashes. I mean eyebrows, what am I even saying? Okay, anyway, and then you do this in the middle, and there we go. We have a cleaned up eyebrow. And now I look really weird. Okay, so this is what we have for the eyebrows at the moment. That's what they're gonna look like. And then I just quickly want to take my Benefit brow setter, 24-hour brow setter, because my brows are curly. Struggle with having curly hair. And so I basically, it's like a gel, and basically I comb them up again and leave them to sit so that they stay in shape. Okay, cool. There we go. Now I go on to foundation immediately. I mix the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte poreless in the number 245, with the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation in the color Porcelain. Okay, so I use these two. The only problem with using these two is that this one's matte and this one is dewy. So they have different finishes, so you gotta know what you're doing. But you can just get 2 of these or 2 of these. I just got these because I really like this foundation. Actually, interesting fact for me, this is very similar to the MAC Studio Fix foundation, the one that comes in a little glass bottle. This is, for me, very similar. So if you guys want a cheaper option, the drugstore option of the matte Studio Fix foundation, this is the one to go for. Okay, so what I do is, there's no fancy way of me doing this. I just literally make little plumpies on my face. Because, I mean, let's just be honest, guys. We have to do this every day. So it's got to be done quickly. You're going to put some foundation. I don't know. The reason why I have 2 shades, because a lot of people ask me why I do 2 shades. I literally just wiped my other color on this one. Anyway, the reason why I do 2 shades is because I feel like you need to have a winter shade and a summer shade. And so I am in the transition of going from winter to summer skin wise. So I'm still a bit brown. My natural skin color is like an olivey color. So I mix a bit more brown than what I do of that lighter LA Girl foundation. One key, very big key, that I like to give people when I do makeup is that you need to find what works the best for you. What works for your skin tone, what color suits your skin tone. Also, the foundation that I like, if you're a lot like me and you want a more natural look and not so full coverage, then these are the good foundations to use. I don't really like full coverage because that's just me. It's just my personal opinion. And then make sure that you blend onto your neck too. You don't want to miss out on that because you don't want this like demarcation line right under your chin. Okay, cool. I feel like we are blended. And now you can see you have this very dewy look to your foundation. We gotta cover these up because as much as I love a natural look, that would annoy me to see if I've done makeup and I still have little pimples showing through. So I just take my concealer. I don't think this is a full coverage concealer. So I take my concealer and I just put it on the pimple. So you're gonna see these really white spots for the rest of my video, but this works for me. And everywhere where you just see something that you don't want there, you're just gonna put some concealer. I'm basically just gonna leave that there to sit and become dry. Not too dry because then you'll struggle to blend it, so you're just gonna leave it a bit. My next step is to do contour. Now obviously when I'm doing a bit more glamorous makeup, you do a lot more contour than what you would normally do in your daily look. So I'm just gonna quickly do like a small little contour. You don't have to do this. This is not a well, use the word compulsory, that sounds like school, but it's not a compulsory step. So I just put some here on my temples, yeah, just above my forehead and my little baby hair, and then just some on my cheeks. Again, this is not a compulsory step, you don't have to do it. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, this is the contour stick that I use. It's Infallible long wear shaping stick. It's easy for me to blend out, as you'll see now, if you just blend it. And cream contour is for me. A lot of people struggle with contour. Cream contour works the best for me because literally, oh, can I just say something about this beauty blender? Okay, it's got foundation on it now, but this is Sorbet's beauty blender. It is really nice and like squishy. For those of you who don't know, remember to wet your beauty blender. That is so important. So this is a damp beauty blender. It needs to be damp. It shouldn't be soaking wet. So what I do is I just wash it and I just squeeze the water out and then squeeze it into a towel afterwards to make sure that it is not too wet. No. Okay, now we'll just blend it in. There we go. And then you're just gonna blend, 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 blend. Now we've got a bit of definition to our face. Then I'm just gonna conceal under my eyes because this brightens up your eyes a lot more. So some concealer. Don't use too much because obviously it is a day look. So you just wanna go in with some light shades. So what I like to do is now go in with all my powders. So I go in with this bronzing powder from MAC in the shade Bronze. And then I just use my bronzing brush and just go here in the little, if you can't find where you should be doing this, go like, make like a fish face, and then you will be able to find the line. And then I just go into my temples like this, give my face a little bit more definition. Then I go in with my MAC loose powder. I don't see the shade on this thing. It just says NC20. I will list all the products in the description. Okay, so then I just take my little powder brush. I like this slanted one because it gets right under my eye. And then what you want to do is just, this is just for a day look, very, very simple contour. You just want to quickly just go under like this to set that because you don't want any lines under your eyes and just give you this brighter look. Okay, cool. There we go. Hope you guys can see the definition even in this video. Maybe this light's too bright. Just set my face with powder, and what this does is it gives you this. So if you're gonna sweat, if it's gonna be a hot day, you don't want the makeup coming off and you don't want the makeup making these lines. But a lot of people, where they see that the makeup makes lines, nobody wants that. So just set it with powder. Powder is life. My next thing is when I blended my foundation, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a line there, so you don't want that. But if you set that with powder, you're gonna set that line. So what you want to do is just take your beauty blender or take your finger, just blend that out again, and then I just dip my finger literally into, you can do this with a eyeshadow brush, but I just literally dip my finger into my powder and I just set that, so that can also be used as a basis for my eyeshadow. Now on to my eyes. Now with this, I just like to do a very, very simple look. So I'm going to start off with curling my eyelashes. This is what it looks like. You're just going to take eyelashes. And for those of you who haven't learned this, a lot of people say that you should heat this up before you use it. I don't like to do that because I'm kind of scared of that. So I just feel like, this is so weird, I kind of look like a mechanical person. Anyway, I don't like to do that because I'm scared of me burning myself, me being clumsy me. So this is just my eyelashes curled with no mascara on or whatever. This makes such a big difference in the way your eyelashes look and the length of them. It just really makes your eyes pop. Okay, then I use this Lash Princess mascara from Essence, False Lash Effect mascara. I have used a lot of mascaras, and I really like this one. So if you guys are struggling to find a nice mascara, trust a girl. This really gives you this really nice effect, which you guys will see now. Okay, cool. So let me give you some tips when you're putting your mascara on. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go from the root up and you're just gonna wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. And then a lot of people also say that like they get irritated when the mascara comes like that. So you take an old mascara brush that doesn't have much mascara on anymore, and you just basically wiggle again. These are my natural lashes, for anyone wondering. You can see the difference it makes when you curl your eyelashes. If you want to do a eyeshadow look in the day, I would recommend going for something neutral. This is one of my favorite palettes. As you can see, the looks almost trashed, but it is from Revolution, and you can get this at Clicks. And it is the Reloaded palette in Velvet Rose. Okay, some tips when you're doing eyeshadow is to use the right brush firstly. This is a blending brush. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with a very neutral color. So what I like to start off with is this very light color to just give a base. Just after you've put the powder on, so you just start off with a light color and you just basically put that. You got to do this obviously before your mascara, but I don't normally do eyeshadow on a daily. So I'm just showing you guys, for some of you who like to use eyeshadow, you can just put that white for the base. And then what you're going to do, I'm just going to get a close-up mirror. Then you're going to go with something more neutral, like this color. And you're going to do that all over the lid. So I'm going to just take some, and I'm going to start in the crease. You're going to just tap some out for the excess, and then you're going to start in the crease. And you're just going to go all of that. I just go sort of to where I put the concealer on my eyebrow lid. And the key is to be very soft when you're doing this. Then what you can do is just go in with a darker brown. So I would use something like that, not completely dark, but just something light. And then I would go into my crease. So you just want to tap and tap off some excess. Then you're going to go right into your crease. So right over here, and you just want to blend that in. Just give you some definition. And for those of you girls who like a little bit of a smoky eye, this is where it starts. Then you want to go in the crease and just blend a bit above the crease. And there we go. So if you guys can see, there's a lot more definition now there. Okay, and there you don't want to do too much on the eyes for a natural day makeup look. Then what I like to go in with is my highlighting palette and just bring some definition to the eye. So I will take these little Cala brushes again, this little tiny one, and take my highlighting palette, this Glow kit, Anastasia Glow kit. And then I'm just going to go in with like a really light color. So I like to use this pink and that gold. And I'll just go here in the corner of the eye to give you that like morning, dewy, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed look. There we go. And then you have this cute little yay, I'm awake look. Then what I like to do while I'm at it is just go in with my highlighter colors and just put it where the light shines. So the way to find out where to put your highlighter is, if you're looking at me now, the light is shining on the tip of my nose, and then if you turn, it's going to shine under my brow bone, just here above my cheekbone. So that's where you put your highlighter normally. And there we go, you are highlighted. Then I'm gonna do some blush. So how to know where to put your blush? You make like little smile, and then you see your little cheekbones, little apples of your cheeks, and you just put some blush over there. And then the blush that I'm using is Estee Lauder's, I have no clue what color this is. Estee Lauder Pure Color Blush number 5. And then you can put some liner in. So I like to use a black liner. I use this liner from Michelle Ori. Super long wear eye pencil in black 955. And then you just go here, and to make your eyes look bigger, I have very big eyes naturally, so what you can do is to make your eyes look bigger, you just take the black to the middle of your eye, and that will make your eyes seem a lot bigger. Okay, then it widens your eyes up more. And you don't, if you want to widen your eyes, you don't put it inside of your eye, you put it on the outside of your eye. And you can put white also on the inside of your eye to make your eye appear bigger and brighter. And now lastly, for the lips, I like to use a very natural color. So what I do is I go in with my MAC lip liner pencil in the color Whirl, the shade Whirl. And then you can see that I like using this. Then I just line my lips because why not? I have nothing on my lips now, it's literally just Vaseline. Anyway, so I'm gonna line my lips, and I'm not one to like to overline my lips, so I just line on the normal line of where my lips start and end, like that. You can already see it gives this like pop. And then I go in with this plumping nude gloss from Essence. Actually, I'm obsessed with this color. It is so neutral, or you can just go in with like a clear glass. Okay, so there you have it. Your everyday makeup tutorial done by yours truly. Then lastly, I go in with my Palladio Forever and Ever makeup setting spray. Long lasting dewy finish with aloe and green tea, and it is alcohol free, which is amazing because I don't want this drying out my skin. So I'm just gonna spray this on, and this is a dewy finish like it says, so it gives this like even more of a glow, whereas if you have a very oily skin, you don't want to use a dewy finished setting spray, you want to use a matte finish setting spray, so look out for that. If you guys need any advice in products and what to choose, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'll help you guys with pleasure. Any advice, I'll do my best to help you guys. Yeah, okay, so then you're just gonna spray it on. And you're going away. And there we go. So shine, like dewy, good morning. I just woke up and spent 5 minutes on my makeup, not really kind of look. And that is it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you got some good tips from it. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And then I will see you guys next week for another cool video on my channel. Yeah. Okay, cool. Love you guys lots, and I will see you next week.